from SoFi Stadium. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver,
okay,
no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Cycle.
Second and 15. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first on the road here in L.A. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Clock, 10.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And that's going to be another 1st down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number one.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from the big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Here's 2nd and 10. They fire this one quickly to Austin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Six-0 our score after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Ready.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A chance for Waddle on the return. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
ready.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Back to throw now on first down. This one swung out to Williams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On second down, Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready?
Now back to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Open man right side, Myers. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Set, ready.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Max Crosby. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. At the 9-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble and 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he had to move that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A give to Williams, running right. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Max Crosby, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Hawk 70, Mustang 19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cook following the penalty, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
19 tight.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
19, 18.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. James Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on,
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
50 Fury.
Back to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Here we go. Panther 11. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Jets, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.